What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Apex Legends. And well, guys, as you know, I did cover an ALC video a couple weeks back, and someone did ask me what my per optic settings are, so I figured I'd do a quick little guide on this to help you guys out if you guys are trying to figure out your per optic settings, because honestly, they do kind of make a bit of a difference and is kind of interesting. So getting right into this, let's go check it out. So here are my settings right here if you guys want to try it out. I did change my dead zone to 7 and my response curve to 7 as well. I did have it on 6 before. I think it's my controller, but anyway, guys, getting right into per optic settings. So this really depends on what scope you guys prefer to run on your weapon. Some people don't like use anything, they just like use iron sights, but as you can see, one optic and iron sights there. So one optic obviously is the 1x optic like you see on this, or like the 1x right here you could put on your weapon there. That does depend on what you guys will have for your recoil control and all that. These are the sights that you can have. This goes for any weapon as well. Depends on what weapon you guys want to have it on, but it does go for anything. And then obviously the other one would be like the 2x and 3x and all that, and etc. going up. So how does this actually work? So if you have this low, guys, I notice it can be harder to control the recoil. So let's say if I lower this a little bit here, which by the way, this can be insanely annoying to fine tune. All you gotta do is hold it again with your X button there and slide it to where you want it. So let's say I put it on 0.9 there and go back to the R99. You guys will notice it is a little weird. If you pull back more on the analog stick there just to control it, a little weird. And then if you go back to it here and turn it back up a little bit, you will notice, so let's put it right back on 1.5 is what I have mine on. You will notice that it's way more stable. I don't have to pull back on the stick as much. It really does depend on what you guys are running, like I said. Some people like iron sights, some people don't. Anyway, let's try the 2x right now. So now, guys, I do have the 2x bruiser on the gun now, and I also have it on the R99 because apparently on the R99 it's amazing, which is very interesting. But as you guys will see, I am running these sights right now. So does it make a bit of a difference with your per optic settings? And honestly, it actually does. I think, like I said, I don't think a lot of people are actually running them, but I know more people are trying to fine tune them to see if they can actually run it. So let's go lower this here again like I did before. Let's put it on 0.8 so it's below the 1.0 threshold there. So let's go test this out right now. So here is the R301. You will notice that it's still kind of easy to control. It does feel a little weird. Like I said, I'm on an older controller. This is just a regular PS4 controller, nothing, it's not a scuff, nothing like that. So here's 0.8 with the 2x bruiser. As you guys see, it gets a little weird when I was firing right there with this. So let's go back over here and turn this up a little bit more. So if we go turn it back up to what I had, which is 1.4, you will notice that it's a little easier to control, and I can keep it on my target a lot easier. And notice that, guys, it does depend on what you guys are running on this. When I first tested this out, by the way, I actually thought it didn't make any difference, but it kind of blows my mind that this actually does change it a little bit. So if you guys have it too high here, for example, let's put it on 1.6 here, and I'll also do 1.8. So here's 1.6. I notice it can also be the same, but also might feel a little weird at ranges and stuff like that. So it really does depend. Let's go turn it up again here. So now that it's on 1.8, it might be a little weird to control. You guys will see that the sensitivity with the sight is a little odd there. As you will see there, I did laser the dummy there again, picking up more ammo. So basically what you guys really want to do is try to figure out what is comfortable with you. To be honest, I tried multiple different settings. I even jumped into some matches to try this out. And to be honest, it really does depend on what you guys feel comfortable with. But doing this, honestly, testing this out, guys, you can even try my settings if you want, because this might work with your ALC settings as well. Like I said, it really does depend. Here is the R301, obviously, with the 2x. For some reason, this gun is amazing with the sight. Don't really know why. But I'm barely pulling back on the stick, by the way, guys, with my set settings here. And it's actually doing very, very well recoil control here. So I do think it does actually make a bit of a difference. I recommend trying this out. Now I'm going to try the one scope that I noticed is talked about a good amount. People say is actually really good on this weapon. I'm also going to throw a blue barrel stabilizer on here as well, just to show you guys this. So here is the 3x HCOG right here. So if we go back over here and look at the settings, I am running a 1.5 again. Now I did test this out, like I said, I tried to fine tune it. So let's lower this down below the 1.0 mark there. You will notice that sometimes the gun is a little weird when shooting it. Like I said, I'm not pulling back on the analog stick too much here. As you'll see, the gun does sway a bit there. So if I go over here and turn it up a little bit, let's turn it back up to 1.5, which is actually what I'm currently running. You will notice that it's a lot easier to stay on your target there. Now I noticed having it in the perfect place does help your guys' recoil. At first I really didn't think it did, but after testing this a little bit, and you guys will notice here, I'll even turn this off real fast as well. Let's go turn it off real fast. So here is the HCOG right now again on this site. So as you guys will see there, that is with it off, and that was with trying to control it a little bit there. So you can tell it was a little weird. So let's go back on and turn it on here just to show you guys how, well, honestly important this can actually be for your build. as you see how stabilized that was compared to what it was before. It is honestly pretty amazing, and I didn't really realize it before. If you guys also want to throw on the digital threat here. So I noticed the sights do change how the guns act a little bit sometimes. I'm sure other people notice that as well. Unless I'm just tripping. Regardless, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the sights and all that, and what sights you guys like to run as well on your weapons. So here is the H2 again, just doing that. So as you guys will see, it honestly is pretty amazing. It actually does help. I wanted to show this to show you guys out. This is pretty awesome. So like I said, if you guys are wondering how this completely works, so what you guys want to do is jump into the firing range and adjust this accordingly to what you guys would feel comfortable with your settings. Might take a little while because it's going to feel kind of weird at first, like it's too low or too high. You're going to see a difference. So let me just do this real fast. I'm going to lower this all the way to 0.4 with it 2 times. And you guys will see there how literally how wonky that actually is. Okay, so let's go back over here and turn it up. I'm going to put it up to 0.6 now, and you'll notice a bit of a difference there. You guys will notice a little bit better. This is kind of crazy. Like I said, I wanted you guys to go test this out as well because I noticed it actually does make a bit of a difference. So here's 0.8 now with the 2 times. You guys see it's a little more easier to stabilize there. Kind of weird how this actually works, but definitely does make a bit of a difference. So here's what I'm running, 1.4. Here's what I felt very comfortable with, and I ran out of ammo again. Pick up a little ammo there. So there's the one over there. I'm just trying to show you guys this because honestly, I was having some issues with sights for some reason in this game. When I put them on my gun, I was struggling with them a little bit. Now that I messed with my ALC and my per optic settings a little bit, I actually can run the sights on my guns a little bit easier now. I don't have as many issues, and honestly feels kind of awesome. Also been kind of running this 2 times on the R99, which is actually kind of amazing. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. What is your favorite sight to run? And have you guys tried the per optic settings on your weapons? I didn't cover this in my ALC video, but I figured I would do a quick little video on this to show you guys how it actually can make a difference on your weapon. Thank you guys so much for watching.